she was just there.
My stepdad was like, there's no way, we have a ghost in our house.
A lot of bad things were happening.
So have you guys had any experiences with the paranormal in the past? Would you like to share with us?
Actually, yeah. A business that my parents used to own was haunted, and it used to be a hotel out in Florence. And a police officer, I guess in 1900s, was injured, and he walked into this hotel, and when he walked in, that is where he died. And so from here on out, you hear strange noises, and you hear
File
people.
cabinets opening.
Yeah.
People talking upstairs when nobody's there.
So how long has this been going on? Do you guys have any idea?
For years.
Yeah,
I mean,
a couple
they
years.
owned the business back in 2000. So from when we've owned it, we've heard it since then. But I don't know how long other people have heard it.
But I work at a bar called the Down Under. It used to be the telephone company in Covington, Kentucky. And a woman apparently named Jocelyn used to work there. And I'm a very skeptical person when it comes to ghosts and paranormal, etc. But one night I was there without any alcohol whatsoever in my system, doing the money at the end of the night. And I saw a woman in a vintage, Victorian outfit down the hallway, walking through one wall and through another one. And I wasn't scared or anything at all. And I didn't have a chilling feeling or anything like that at all. But she was just there. And I guess it was Jocelyn. The next day, I came in to open the bar. And they have an old safe in the back, which is our office. So once again, I'm doing the money to open up the bar. And there wasn't a soul in the building. But right behind me, directly behind me, I heard a woman cough. I turned around, nothing. I went outside the safe, nothing. There was nobody there at all. So I guess I'm a believer.
All right, it was after my sister had died. I went to go take out the trash. I lived in the apartments over in Erlanger. And I didn't have the kitchen light on. You could see the kitchen light at the window of the kitchen from where the dumpster was. And it was turned off when I walked outside and walked across the street to put the trash in the dumpster. And when I looked over, the light was on and the fan was spinning, the ceiling fan. And that was weird to me. And when I came back in, it had turned off. It was off when I came in, and the fan was, slowing down.
So, tell the story. I'm Natasha Clark, talking about my mother's house in Miamisburg, Ohio. They moved into a home a few years ago, and there were some footprints in the basement before they finished it. And there was only actually one at the time, and my stepdad was like, there's no way, we have a ghost in our house. And he went downstairs one day and saw a second set of footprints. And my mom was like, it was a 1930s, 1940s, a school child. He was probably about 4 or 5, very young child. He had the overalls on and everything like that, but she did see him. So, and the cats, she had 4 cats at the time, and you could see them, all they did was look. Every time you saw the ghost around, it would look. My grandpa passed away, and every time he passed away, there was a dime that they left at the staircase. My mom said she'd find random dimes all the time at the staircase. She didn't know what it was. Kind of saw that, and grandpa was kind of at peace, and then that's how it was. So, very interesting story. It was awesome. Yes, definitely. Definitely.
That house?
Still does. Yeah, and actually at the time, long time ago, it was actually a whorehouse. I know it's bad, but it was, and it turned into a restaurant, and my mom would come there when I was working there years ago, and she'd go up in the basement, and it is haunted there. So it's it's an interesting. My mom has that sense, and it's really cool. So it's very interesting. I like it.
So are you a believer or a skeptic?
I am a definite believer. Yes, definitely.
When I got home one night, my sliding door was wide open, curtains were blowing, pictures were knocked off the walls. No one was there. No one. When I left, before I left, I made sure everything was locked. I was scared shitless. It was the dead of winter. How could this happen? What could it be? What was it? There are pots sometimes in the cabinets for no ungodly reason. They just start falling down. Noises just start happening. You just don't know. It's a ghost house. I swear I live in a ghost house. I don't understand it. I don't understand the things that happen, and I don't understand why they happen, when they happen. It's scary to me, but I'm not moving.
What are the different things that happen?
Curtains might be down, besides the pictures being down. Doors wide open. When I left, I shut every door in the house. Because you know in the dead of winter, it's cold. You know you're shutting all those doors, but when you come back home, the doors are open, but you don't see any forced entry. They're just wide open. Because back then, I had a sliding door with a stick in it. How could someone do that? Change my doors now. But, nevertheless, it's still happening.
So, my parents have a house in Southgate, if you know where that is.
Yeah.
And their house is like one of the first ones built there, so it's like 120, 130 years old. And it's right next to, and before they bought it, right before I was born, there was a retired priest living there in the house, and he died in the house, and he's still there.
You ever seen anything?
My mom has seen him, but
You haven't seen anything?
I haven't seen him. Every time I would walk up the steps, I just got that weird feeling, and it's like 10 degrees colder all the time upstairs, like as soon as you hit the steps.
Ever hear anything? Like footsteps or moving or?
No, but my mom has seen him, and then the doors do open and close, like actual handle will turn and open and then close.
You've seen that or just your mom has?
My mom's seen it.
Okay, so you haven't seen anything?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
No, I've just felt the weirdness of it and like the temperature change and everything like that. But no, I haven't seen it.
Anyway, so this is, I'm originally from California, born in Mexico, so, you know, Mexican family, very supernatural beliefs and stuff like that. Anyways, there was a time when a friend of my mom's, a lot of bad things were happening. And of course, you know, Mexico, we never believed that something happens bad because it just happens bad. Somebody did some messed up stuff to you, and there's a reason for it, you know. So somebody put a curse on you, somebody, you know, did a certain thing. So a bruja, you know, or a witch, came and, you know, met with my mom's friend, and my mom was there, and actually I was there. I was smaller, and or younger, I should say. Still probably about the same size, but just younger. Anyways, so what they would do in Mexico is this ritual where te pasan un huevo, and what that means is they get an egg and they pass it over the person's body, and after they crack it, depending what the reading on the egg is, determines, you know, what kind of evil eye or, you know, bad spirit was placed upon you. So after they did this to my mom's friend, you know, they realized that like it looked like a black egg. The yolk was like really black looking and smelled and stuff. So from that, the bruja was able to read it and say that, you know, oh, you know, so-and-so person, I mean, you know, supposedly named them or something, but as close to naming it as they could, you know, said, hey, this person did something bad to you, and, you know, the way for you to kind of clean this out is, you know, you're gonna need to go to the ocean, you're gonna take this stick, and you're gonna, you know, perform this ritual, and that'll help cleanse you of, you know, of all the stuff that happened. So I remember we went to Santa Monica, and we're at the beach, and it's, you know, pretty much like a midnight setting. And I remember being small and thinking, all right, what are we doing here? This is just a bunch of BS and stuff. But anyway, so we go out there, and they pretty much took this looked like just an old walking stick, you know, something about this tall. And I remember this one lady was, you know, saying these chants and stuff, and, you know, going over my mom's friend. And then it was pretty much, I take whatever evil is within you and I throw it out to the sea to purify it. She threw it out onto the beach where the waves were coming in. The wave came over, and my hair's just sticking up because I'm remembering this. But the waves came over. When it washed away, it turned into a snake. And then when it came back over, it took it away. So I mean, that point for me, that was like, all right, there's something in this world that we can't explain. Maybe it's the power of suggestion. Maybe it's, you know, a lot of stuff. But to visually see something like that happen makes you believe that, like, okay, there's definitely something more out there than, you know, what we just see with our natural eyes, you know. So I mean, you know, and after that, it's pretty much being exposed to other things going on. But that was kind of a neat early experience in life to see something definitely not, well, definitely of this earth, but not what you would consider earthly.